And hello again, everyone. Welcome back. This is Terra Firma with Reprimize. We're here playing session 2. Looking to get lots of stuff done today. I've been doing a lot of side work, just off camera. Doing, the boring stuff. Making monotonous things that I've already made and collecting lots of wood and starting some new projects that you will see very soon. You can see my inventory is full of lots of stuff. Been fighting a couple mobs at night, but just enough to get some string and enough string for a bow, and now I've got some extra string. And these things over here, which we'll be using very soon, as soon as we get some more of this meat cooked. Looking forward to all the things we'll be doing today, as well as concluding our smelting adventure that we began by pooling all the small ore pieces together into a mold. So as you remember, if you did watch the last episode, I didn't quite have enough metal, so I went around just picking up a couple more rocks until I finally got enough. And yeah, now I have a bar, so I can officially make a pickaxe. The process of which, rather complicated. That's okay, we've got the hammer, we're ready to go on that. I haven't mentioned before that it's kind of important what kind of rocks you're actually picking up. You want to pay attention to that. You can look on the wiki for the different grades of rock, but there are different hardnesses and they give you higher durability on your stone tools. So rhyolite is what's called an external or extraneous igneous rock. External igneous rock, I believe. Something like that. Anyway, it's of the hardest grade, so rhyolite is a good one. There's several others. Like I said, just take a look on the wiki if you're wondering how good your rocks are. That's definitely not a euphemism. So, yeah. You want to be picking up those rocks because you're going to want to be looking for ore anyway, so you might as well be getting the most useful rocks. And if you pick up any lesser rocks, you can still place them to build, all that good stuff. And yeah, you can also make arrows out of them, of course, because arrows don't have a durability. So yeah, we're now officially all the way into the Stone Age with the hammer and the bow, and we're ready to move on. We're ready to place down these funky things and make some metal tools, damn it. Alright, that's enough meat. So put those back. Got quite a bit of stuff going on. Lots of seeds. Okay, so we'll take that with. I don't think we need anything else. Yeah, we should be good. So we should be ready to go with what we have on us. We're gonna head out. Go to a very special place that I have started up. May notice that there are more waypoints around. I've marked lots of stuff. This one is close to many others, and that's going to be important in the near future. So it's very near lots of ore nodes. And here we have what's called a sluice battery. So these things here are sluices, I think would be the plural. And we're going to be placing these today. As you can see, I've done most of the busy work. I actually built this artificial point out myself. So, lots of dirt, and I dug this in, because there wasn't really a lot of flat ground around where I wanted to build this thing. So what a sluice does is it allows you to put gravel into it and run it through in search of ore, and also gems. Very handy, because it scans around in a 100-meter horizontal by 60-meter vertical block, and as you can see, several of the nodes that I have marked are within that range, and there are several that I came across that I didn't mark. So we should be pulling up lots of ore for our troubles here. And yeah, I just made this little dock point for a kind of a collection station. So what you do is you set the sluice. Actually, let's just set one down. Instead of just talking about it, we can do it. That's why we're here. So you need your water to run, and in Terra Firma you can't move water source blocks, so you have to build it near a water source. This ocean will do nicely, and then you come in like this, and boom. So there's your sluice. It is now down, and it's placed right if the water is running down it like that. That's step 1. Step 2, go over here, take one of these gold pans. We're going to be using them all in a sec, but it's just demonstration time. Go to a gravel block or sand block and fill it up. The blocks will eventually be depleted, but it takes several scoopings. And you dump it right into the sluice, and the sluice will now process that, and you have a chance to get ore out of each sifting. So yeah, that's the idea. And you've got a battery like this, so you can have many running at one time, and have like a little ore factory, pretty much, is what you want. Like I said, since there are lots of there's lots of surface ore around, so we should be pulling up quite a bit of stuff. This should be a lucrative little spot. And there's also this nice hard rock here. This is rhyolite, I believe, but I did check it. I know it's hard enough for a hammer, so I can actually right click and then use this to hammer my tools. I'm going to need a fire pit so I can melt the unshaped tin that I have, and then I will fashion it into an ingot, which can then be fashioned into a tool head, which can then be placed onto a stick, and I will finally have a goddamn pickaxe. So I hope everybody is looking as much forward to that as I am, because, you know, regular Minecraft, it takes what, 40-45 seconds to make a pickaxe. This, it takes hours at times, especially if you have a hard time finding ore at the beginning. I was lucky, like I said, the spawn is awesome. I've had plenty of access to ore. I've had a little bit of trouble with, you know, dying, but other than that, pretty awesome spawn. So we're just going to finish digging this one out, just to show you how it all goes down. The rest of them are dug, as you can see. So, dig. And most of you will know that water travels 8 blocks, and then we'll stop. And you just dig that out, dig this down, and then you may... Let's get these all in there and get them started up. Why not? Alright, because they're heavy, and you can't put them in chests, so you actually don't want to make them until you're ready to place them, pretty much. Because they'll drain your hunger bar. And place... Oops. Oh, crap. Oh, there we go. Oh, that one needs to be dug. There. That one's working. And it does actually create a water block on the end of it, so if you want to get fancy, you can make them, you know, go into a chain kind of position, but I like them, you know, alongside one another for easy loading. But you could certainly get fancier than I am. This is mostly a functional build. I do like the look of this wooden roof, though. I'm liking it. Might make some changes to it, but it's right now it's doing what I needed to do. Alright. So now all our sluices are down. That one just needs to be dug out. There. So these can actually be filled in. I had a lot of trouble getting this right with the because there was the stone here, and I initially had a much smaller platform, so I was trying to dig in and dig down so that I would have enough room, and I kept running into the damn stone, so I kept adding more and more space onto it, and I've ended up adding too much. Not a big deal. It gives me lots of room to work back here, and we're actually gonna place another chest. So now we got our nice storage area. And it's night, but we should be safe. So this is pretty much my test of that theory as to whether we'll actually be safe throughout the night. So we're just gonna stay here and work on this stuff. So we can actually fill these in. Those don't have to stay like there. This can be filled in too, like so. Whoops. Make sure we can get out of there if we fall in without breaking anything. Alright. So yeah, that's the makings of a sluice battery. Obviously you can make it bigger. This should fit for my purposes. Also, expanding it would frankly be a pain in the ass in this position, so probably not gonna do that. If I do decide I want more, I'll probably just... Well, I guess I could build onto it, but yeah. This will be fine for now, that's for sure. There's plenty of stuff. And I'm also gonna add now that alternative to using the gold pans, you can actually take gravel blocks themselves, or sand, and just toss them in there. And once they hit the sluice, they will automatically be loaded for 20 soiling. The gold pan itself only adds 7, so you need 7 to make 49 out of 50 for the capacity, and that's pretty much optimal. This seems to have stopped working. Wonder, is this... Wonder why that's not working. Well, anyway, I'll puzzle that out later. You might actually need this to be able to run 2 blocks. I don't know. Not terribly important. I'm sure I can figure it out. Oop, got some grass growing. So yeah, this is the makings of my little kind of dock area, I guess. And we needed such a thing for a fire, so this actually works out nicely. I can be here next to my sluice battery. Got all my gold pans. So let's try loading up a couple of these. Kind of dangerous at night. But we got our bow on us and lots of arrows. Don't see any mobs around, so we should be okay. Some over on that island, but they're a good distance away. Yep, let's go down to the gravel here and scoop up some goodies. Oh, that's sand there. Should work this out a little better with the bar. Alright. Don't need torches on the bar. Okay, so that's 7. That's pretty much optimal. There's a spider. Should be alright. He's not looking at us, is he? No, we're good. Alright. Alternatively, you can use the gold pans themselves rather than a sluice. But this is more effective, I do believe. Okay, and that should be loaded and is running. Lovely. So I don't know what this one's problem is, that it's not working, but we won't worry about that right now. And then you can just repeat this process. Got more. Oh, you have to actually be standing over it, I think. There we go. So this works. Yep. Up, down, like that. And with 5, unless you're really quick, by the time you get to the end of one, by the time you get to the end of the line, the first ones you did should be well depleted. So this, yeah, like I said, probably gonna be just about all I need. And go down. Okay. So yeah, it's definitely more efficient use of the blocks to actually use the gold pans, but you don't have to. I mean, it's not like gravel is hard to come across, so you certainly don't have to use gravel. Oop. Zombie. Zombie. Hold still. It's really nice having a bow again, not having to worry about javelins. These zombies certainly take a punishment. There we go. That really ground up my arrows. It's annoying because that essentially did nothing for me. And oop. It's possible that it's random to actually remove the gravel. Not sure. Doesn't really matter to me that much. And that's dumped in there. Let's see if we found anything. That one's going. That one's going. Oh, we found some gems. Marvelous. I don't think gems are too terribly useful right now. I might be wrong, but yeah, that's why we're going gravel. When you use gravel, you have a higher chance of getting ore. When you use sand, you have a higher chance of getting gems. And full. Whoops. And let's just check. It's easy to lose track of which one has how much. That one's still not going, is it? Alright. Let's just fill it up. See if it goes then. Yeah, it's going. Oh! We're being attacked. Let's get some distance between us. I got lots of arrows. Not too worried about it. Die! He likes us. Ah. Come on. Ah. Really looking forward to having a sword again. But that's gonna take a while. Not easy to craft. Does take some doings. Alright. So we're relatively safe over here. We could use some more torches around the shoreline. Definitely. But not too much coming after us. So, what are we looking at here? This one has 33, 40, 47. That one has 15. Whoops. How did I do that? Alright. So yeah, that's the sluice. And this is sluice battery, and that's how it works. You're certainly not guaranteed to get a lot of stuff, but you know, it's an easy thing to do. Let's just keep the gold pans over here, and keep my finds over here, and just let those run. Alright, so the sun's coming up. So let's focus on fire. Sticks. I think we'll place it right. This would be right in the center. Yeah, let's place it right in the center. Why not? So we'll take the sticks and gonna move back a little so that we don't pick them up. Whoops. Cha-cha-cha-cha. I don't think that's in the right place. Make sure it's in the center. Fire. There we go. That's what we want. Alright. Fire pit. Shabam. Awesome. Now we'll be using this there. Alright, so this is the exciting part. This is officially getting out of the Stone Age, as it were. Well, you know what we didn't bring? We didn't bring a ceramic mold. I don't think it matters though. I think we can just do this. Some logs in there. Alright. We don't want this to get liquid. I think it gets liquid right on very hot. So this is the easy part. I realized I will actually have to go back to the house. Come on. Come on, heat up. A little more. A little more. Alright. You want to take that. Take this. Then yeah. Put this there. Put this there. Alright. So. Hit. Alright, so here's the rules. I'm kind of concentrating because, yeah. So you wanna... Oh, you need to put a hammer here. Okay, and yeah. Punch. Hit third from last. Okay. And... set. Hit. Okay. Haha! I made a tin ingot. Okay. Awesome. So that's step one. And it's still hot, so you could actually work it right now if I had the plans with me, which I don't. So we have to go back to the house for the plans. Yeah, that's step 1 to metalworking. Well, I guess technically step 1 is pooling all the ore together into that mold, but that was another big step. As you can see, I've named our crappy little house. It is the House of Rock. Yes, I'm very clever. And I don't remember if I made that plan. No, I don't think I've actually made any plans. Because I don't have a table for it. So yeah, I can't. Alright, so I guess that would be an important part that we haven't done yet. So you need a feather, you need paper. So, we'll make half of these in paper. Need a multiple of 3. Okay. Yeah, I don't remember the recipe, so gonna take the wiki. We'll be back. Alright, so got a handle on that recipe. That's what I thought it was. I just wanted to make sure before I start fiddling around in here. So that's our scribing table. We'll just put that there. And we need what you call it, ink, marking, I suppose. And you take the paper, put the paper in there, and then you take the marking and you go, yeah, ha! Plans for pickaxe head. And while we're here, actually, let's do plans for what you call it. Oh, that wasn't right. Nope. Maybe it's like that? Nope. Like that? Nope. Like that? Nope. Well, anyway, one of these ways you can make a prospector's pick plans, which essentially you hit with the ground to help you find ore veins, so you're not just digging around the dirt. Very handy, because yeah, there's not much sense of having a pickaxe if you don't have ore around to, you know, use it. But we're just gonna do step 1 right now, and officially make our way slowly, creepingly into the Metal Age, out of the Stone Age. Did I bring my hammer? What do I do with my hammer? Must still be on the rock. Right. Back at the sluice. Let's check these. Anything going on here? No. No. And they seem to have stopped. That's weird. I'm gonna have to look that up, see what's going on with those. Because they seem to be pausing and stopping and junk. And fire starter. Alright. So that should be going. So we gotta heat that ingot back up. You have to be careful that you don't overheat it, or it'll just pool into liquid, and that's no good. It's got to be workable, but yeah, obviously not liquid. Otherwise, you have to reforge it into an ingot. So yeah, there's our hammer right there on that block. And what you do is put the plan here. You put the ingot here once it's heated up. And yeah, so you can be all like it's. But yeah, it has to be heated up enough to be workable. But you can just leave the plan right there. And you can't let the arrow get over here, or your ingot gets destroyed, and that's no fun for anybody. So yeah, as I was saying with these rules, I'll see them here while I'm not actually doing it. So this is what has to happen for the thing to be made. And the closer your little green knobby juber is to this red line, is the better your durability of your tool will be. So you want to get it right in there. So these things all have to happen, and it has to be within this margin. Yeah, I think that's how it works. Obviously, I haven't done this before myself, so this is a shared experience for all. Very exciting stuff. So, the punch has to be last. So that's moving it forward. And these two things have to occur, but not as the last. Okay. So it's pretty straightforward as far as that goes. So yeah, we have to heat this up. Where is it? Hey, where'd it go? Oh, right. Okay, so this has to be heated. Warming. Just heated to a workable state.